Okay, here we are, the open workout. We've got behind us currently, we've got Josh Leather doing his open workout. He's just did an interview with him before. He's looking very relaxed, very confident. Obviously expect that ahead of the camp, but this is his toughest test to date, but he's looking good in there at the moment. Fighting Glenfoot on Saturday on what has to be the best TV card of the end in the UK, and for depth, great fights all the way through the card.
Please put your hands together for Josh Leather in action this Saturday night, defending his title against Glenfoot. The guy on BT Sport at BOXNATION, and the event is
Hi, Phil Lindsay here with PEEP Magazine. We're here at the gate ahead of this weekend show. No ifs, no buts. And we're here with IMRAN NAEEM, trainer of Josh Leather and Callum Leather, of course.
Yep.
Now, Josh has just done his public workout. All the sparring's done, all the preparation's done. I'm going to ask you the throwaway question. How's camp gone, Imran?
Everyone's going to say the same.
Yeah.
It's gone really well. For us, it's gone brilliantly. Hard 10 weeks. I don't believe there's anything that he'll face on Saturday night that he won't have been through in camp. So we made it purposely hard, we made it difficult, and he's come through at the other end and he's ready to go.
I think this fight's got a lot of the local fans split, because obviously Glenn's been around a bit longer. He's mixed at a higher level to a certain degree. Obviously Josh is coming through. Yeah. But one of the things you've got with this fight as well is, because Josh is unbeaten and he's been doing everything he's been asked of him, he's knocked his last 5 opponents out. But we don't know how good Josh is yet. Obviously you've got an idea.
Well, we know how good Glenn is.
Yeah.
And I'll say this on record, I'll say this for everyone. We've got the utmost respect for Glenn. Before this new crowd has come along with your Ritzons and your Wards and your Leathers and your Mafosas, Glenfoot along with the Dickinson and Stewie Hall,
and Martin Ward,
massive Martin Ward, they've carried North East boxing for a long time. So for us, he's the gatekeeper. Yeah, if we want to get to the next level, we want to get to onto the world scene, the British scene, we've got to get past Glenfoot. So make no mistake about it, we never take anyone's lightly, but certainly not Glenfoot. We know what he's all about. We know that he'll be up for it because it's a North East derby, and we know that he's got the bit between his teeth. He looked great on the pads in there. And he's ready.
He looks in great shape, doesn't he?
Yeah. And that's what we want. We want the best Glenfoot, and we want Josh to be extended, and we want to find out, or rather, we want you guys to find out how good he is.
Well, that's one of the things that you don't see that much of it these days, where in terms of managing a fighter's career, giving him all the right preparation fights, so that when he goes to the title and beyond, that they have the experience, so that they've got that to draw upon. And now, if Josh is going to go where you're expecting him to go, then these are the sort of fights that he certainly has to have along the way, but he also needs to come through them, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the beauty about being with Frank Warren. Frank Warren's been in the sport for 40 years, 35, 40 years, and he knows how to build champions from scratch. He knows how to make fighters, he knows how to test them at the right times, the right fights at the right times. So, you know, we feel we're ready. We were given options. Yeah, we were given options for the 11th of November. Sorry, October the 28th originally, and now the 11th of November. We were given options, and we opted for Glenfoot because we believe that he's the best in the North East, and I don't have any problem saying that. He's the best in the North East, and we're coming to take his accolade of being #1 in the North East.
The thing is, it's not just Glenn as well. I mean, within the region, we've got some other, obviously the super lightweight, I still call it light welterweight, but there's some really good guys coming through the weight division as well. But also on a national scene, there's so much depth at that weight. It's all the preparation that Josh is going to need to get to where he wants to get. You don't have to get foreign guys over, you don't need to travel, you've got all the guys in the UK to get all different styles to get those preparation and building fights that you...
Absolutely, Jack Carroll's #1. and he's number one for a reason. Look at the depth of it, like you've said. If you get that number one spot, you deserve it. Yeah, he's beat a hell of a fighter in Tyrone Nurse.
Yeah,
we can go. You can look at the super lightweight division, and you can look at it and you can say, well, you know what, the top 20, yeah, could actually be the from 10 to 20 could actually be the top 10.
Yeah,
yeah. So we look at that and we think, you know what, we understand what we're up against. We know what we've got in front of us. There's no stone being unturned. We're ready, and we're willing, and we're able. We're coming on Saturday night, respectfully. Yeah. But we're coming on Saturday night, and you're going to see that.
So, obviously, he's knocked his last 5 opponents out, Josh. And last time out, I was doing the interview with him before. I was saying this is your toughest fight, certainly on paper. And I was saying, well, last time out we could have been talking before the fight and saying exactly the same thing. This is your toughest test.
Yeah. And that's exactly. The next fight after this one will be the toughest one, and the one after that will be the toughest one. We one step at a time. We're not worried about what's next. Yeah, we've got Glenfoot to take care of, and it's going to
focus on that
massively. And we'd be stupid not to. Yeah, I've been watching Glenfoot since he was an amateur. He's been the sweetheart of Northeast boxing for such a long time. I've got so much love and respect for his coach, David Binns.
Oh.
He's taught me an awful lot. Yeah, he took me through my amateur badges, and there's a soft spot. But unfortunately, we're meeting on Saturday. We'll put the friendship to one side, and then come Sunday morning, I guarantee I'll be ringing him and congratulating him on an amazing night for the Northeast. But unfortunately, he's not going to get the win. Not on Saturday night, inshallah.
Well, obviously with the Sutcliffe Jr. fight. He's obviously a similar sort of fight, a pressure fighter. I do expect a bit more pressure from Glenn, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But when he fought Sutcliffe Jr., Sutcliffe tried to put it on him in the first round, and Josh was under a bit of pressure, but from the second round onwards, he was generally fully in charge. He still had to be careful. Sutcliffe was still throwing big shots and things like that, but Josh looked totally in command from the second round onwards. With great preparation for a fight against Glenfoot, isn't it?
This fight is, yeah, it is. You're dead right. And in terms of stature, you couldn't get you couldn't find a better like for like. In terms of boxing ability, I think they're totally different. Sutcliffe turns lefty, righty. He's a bit more cuter with his feet.
Yeah.
He's a hard puncher. But Glenn is just going to come. He's going to come, and he's going to keep coming. And he's going to come, and he's going to come, and he's going to come. And you know what? I've said to Josh, you want to get to the top, you want to be number one, you want to get to where we believe you can be, or should be, or will be, then you've got to get past the likes of Glenfoot.
Now, I've seen your Facebook post. I shared your Facebook post where you summed it up as the irresistible force against the immovable object.
Yeah. I nicked that from Don King.
Yeah. But for me, this is the best card in the UK this year. And how does it feel for your fighter to be in what looks like the best fight on the best card of the year?
I think first of all, it's a massive shout out to Frank Warren Promotions for bringing our lads home. We've been travelling up and down the country. We've boxed in Scotland all over, but for a big fight for the Northeast, he's brought us back here. So hats off to him, but also hats off to the boxers who haven't shied away from it, because we see it so often. We see it so often that, you know, good fighters who should be taking the test are shying away from it. When we were offered this fight, along with other names, Josh never mentioned any other name. He said, look, get me Glenfoot. I want Glenfoot because he's number one. I believe I'm number two, and I want his number one spot. So it says it all about the boy. We know that in the past that people have pulled out on Glenn. Yeah. On
many
last
times.
minute. Yeah. That ain't gonna happen with us. Yeah. We're not overconfident, but we're confident that we've done the work. We've put the work in, and we've worked extremely hard. And we've been getting up early hours. And, you know, that's the way he lives his life. I mean, you know, we don't duck out of the gym. We don't duck out of the hard work. We'll do what we need to do, and we'll be there on Saturday night. with the whole of Teesside behind us, and we'll be coming for the win and still being the IBF European champion.
Well, like I say, Imran, absolute pleasure as always.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful man, but also a very, very hot prospect in terms of up-and-coming trainers, because one of the key factors about this man is, and I was talking with Josh before, is you get your guys to master the basics before they do anything else, and that's exactly what Josh does. It's his straight punches, he's accurate, and you've got his skills right before you've started to get him to start planting his feet and start to put more power there. Hey! But any final words ahead of the fight on Saturday?
If you haven't bought your tickets, then please don't be sat at home watching this, because it's an amazing show. Let's support all the Northeast boxers. Let's get behind every single one of them, and let's show the whole of the country what we're about. So can't wait for Saturday. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, me too. Imran Naeem. Hey, Imran Naeem, Saturday night. No ifs, no buts. Be sure to tune in.